We're coming to you live from Royal Randwick today ahead of the running of the 2025 Tab Everest. What a day it is going to be here at Royal Randwick. A record crowd, and have a look at this screen behind me. This is in the new Base Camp precinct. So if you're fortunate enough to be here in Base Camp today, this is a screen you'll be able to look at. All your betting, all your racing, it will be played live here all throughout the day. And this is the new Base Camp precinct as well. It's looking absolutely spectacular, as is the Chair of Racing New South Wales, Saranne. Cooke, lovely to see you and happy Everest Day.
Thank you so much, Julie. Lovely to be here for Everest Day. Happy Everest Day to you too.
You must be so thrilled with how this has come up, because this is a new precinct. It is literally, the finishing touches are still being made here today. We've got sponsors here. It is just an incredible way. We are so close to the track to seeing this race play out.
That's absolutely right, Julie. And, you know, if you think about all of the really great sporting entertainment events around the country, think Live Golf, think the Australian Open Tennis, think the Formula One, they all have a fantastic facility that they can put corporates and people in to really get the best out of the race, and we were lacking that here in Sydney. So Base Camp is all about that. It's all about creating a 5-star experience right next to the track. It has a premium view of the Randwick Straight, and we're really confident it's just going to keep growing. Sydneysiders will want to come, and we'll get more and more interstate visitors here to Sydney.
I actually love being down here because you are so close. When they come past, you are so close. On that point, we had the business lunch here at Royal Randwick yesterday, and you touched on that. The tourism that this race has now produced for not only Sydney but for Australia, Kayaking Rising really helping bring those international eyes here to the harbour city.
Absolutely. This year is a record, actually. We've got a partnership in place with Fox Sports 1 and DAZN, and they are broadcasting to a potential audience of over 500 million people around the globe in 200 countries today. That's a first for the Everest, of course, but also for Australian racing. In addition, you mentioned Kayaking Rising. There's a big contingent here from Hong Kong. They're really cheering on their local favourite. And we also, of course, in the King Charles later in the day, have a UK runner. So it's probably the biggest global audience we're expecting here today.
Well, speaking of audience, and I feel very old saying this, but we have so many records here today. We've got a sellout crowd, sold out 2 weeks ahead of time, but also the youngest Sydney racing crowd in history. More than 60% of ticket sales have gone to those under 26. I feel very old.
I'm joining you there, Julie. It's true. 60% of the tickets sold today are to those under 26. It's phenomenal. The Everest was largely marketed to that younger generation. We need them. They're the future of our sport, and they have absolutely lapped it up. It's the hottest ticket in Sydney, if not New South Wales. So we're really excited that they are coming, that they're enjoying the entire day of racing, that they love the event after, and you know, we know from our work with the ATC that they are repeat customers. They're coming back and back and back. So I think safe to say that racing is really set up for the future. It's the youngest crowd, I suspect, in racing globally.
And I know you've got some young children that love their racing too. I tell you what, they must be happy that Mum knows a few people these days.
Indeed, mine do all fit into into that category of being under 26, and they all desperately love the Everest. There's a couple of them arriving here today. 2 are very, very disappointed that they've got other things on and can't make it. But yes, absolutely, and their friends are coming. They're actually, as you know, my children grew up in regional New South Wales. That's where I'm based, and they're having a bit of a school reunion, a couple of them, and so it's just fantastic. There's 10% of the audience here are from regional New South Wales. It's fantastic.
I love that. We love to fly the regional flag, and of course the Kosciuszko, that's a race that's also flying the regional flag, and something that has just done wonders for country trainers, country connections, country horses, and the class that we are seeing in these fields is second to none.
Absolutely. The Kosciuszko is an incredible race. It has a particular appeal, a real personality of its own. We've got the sweepstakes that really engage a lot of people, like with a chance of having an ownership stake in the race, but also it's specifically for country trained horses. So you'll see a lot of people here today from right around the state coming to this aspirational race, and it'll be a day that they'll never forget in their lives. There'll be huge celebrations, and it really is a race that the whole state gets behind.
It's amazing. I remember when this concept was first being mulled over and being talked about, you know, a decade ago, and here we are now. You're seeing these activations, you're seeing these record crowds, these record eyes that are on the event. It's pretty extraordinary, the growth. This is the 9th running in less than 10 years.
It really is. It was not that long ago when it started, and we were spending a lot of time explaining what the concept of a slot race is, explaining what this new race is about. Now, we have sold this thing out twice, 2 years running. And not just yesterday, we sold it out 2 weeks ago. We were just starting to ramp up our marketing campaign, and we had to put the sold out sign out the front gates. It's really incredible. So Peter and the team are constantly looking ways to grow it and to make sure that we can meet the demand that is growing and growing year on year. But yeah, it is nothing short of phenomenal. It's a homegrown event for Sydney, New South Wales and Australia that we all should be very proud of.
Absolutely. And speaking of the crowds, I'm going to brave them shortly. I don't know what's come over me, but we're going to go out because they are lining up. They have been outside for hours to get in here today to get that front row ticket. What do you think this Everest? We have been talking about it. As I said in the show, Wayne Hawkes was saying about 48 weeks of the year we talk about this Everest now. Who are you liking?
Look, I'm not really in the business of picking winners, Julie. I have to play it pretty fair. Look, it's a great lineup. It's a fantastic lineup of horses. There's so much talk about the Hong Kong visitor. Who knows? There's a lot of good competition. From my perspective, where I sit, I'm really just happy that we've got a sold out crowd. It's a beautiful day. We've got a great team of stewards who will make sure this is a fair and fast race. Equally, I think everyone should be looking out for the King Charles later in the day. That we've never seen a lineup in a race that distance around for a long time. It's quite incredible. So I think everyone's in for a really top day of racing and, of course, a great day of entertainment more broadly.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone at the ATC too, because and Racing New South Wales, the work that goes into these days is just phenomenal. The finishing touches are being made to the track here. Saranne, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming and having a chat to us this morning. Congrats to you and the team.